Genuinely, right, I am the most fucking boomer queer person you will ever meet. I have no idea.
A term for people whose gender identity matches the sex that they were assigned at birth. For example, someone who
So it's
identifies
just a
as a
Latin word. It doesn't actually, like, the individual letters don't mean anything, so the Latin preposition means on the side of.
But they made sure they picked one that sounded as sissy as they possibly
Yeah.
could.
Or, if you look at Urban Dictionary, it means communist independent states. So either or.
I mean...
It's not wrong.
Why? It's just a coincidence, innit? I fucking think not.
That's a goddamn coinkydink.
Oh, apparently, trans in Latin means across from or on the other side of, so that kind of makes sense, I guess.
Ah.
Oh, I'm learning
all these
things.
Latin roots.
Well, proud.
All these Latin roots.
We're going to learn. We're going to learn how to intro again, because I had the intro last week, abominably, but I think it's time for a good old-fashioned troll intro.
Yeah, baby. I really enjoyed last week's podcast. I gave it a listen to. I was like, I'm glad that the degeneracy hasn't gone. I was like, I'm glad it's still there. It's just turned into filth.
Yeah, we
I was like,
yes.
It was the most deviant podcast I think.
So good, man.
It was
just a good kush.
Priv and Yang just chatting shit about who we want to shag from fucking Marvel and DC, and technically they're like, okay. Okay. Yeah, it was good shit. Anyway, thank you very much for tuning in, ladies and gentlemen, and those who are unidentified or identified. Getting thematic with the podcast. Today, you have your usual. I'm back from the birth of my beautiful baby son, Troll them all, here as always. Today, joined by the infallible Capitan Privilege.
The privilege is all yours.
Oh yeah, baby. And joined by what I believe is going to be our new permanent third chair is Alyx, or Eloise Music on YouTube.
Hello, I'm offended.
How dare you use the word bangs?
New Walkerly's final form.
Finally. But yeah, how are we all doing? What's new with you boys in the hood?
Oh, fucking absolutely just loving lockdown and just loving the entertainment and the absolute shitstorm that is life in 2020. The shades of 2016 are really hitting hard this week. I mean, not only have we got old school internet beef, but we've got fucking Black Lives Matter reappearing and rioting in the streets, and it's just crazy, bro. It's a crazy time to be alive, bro.
History repeats itself, man. To be fair, America needs to get their fucking shit together.
That's
like, what the fuck? Stop. Cops need to stop killing anyone, period, unless they're attacked with a gun. Not a suspicion of a gun, but an actual gun pointed at them.
Yeah.
Then you can shoot. Not, he reached into his pocket. I was getting his ID. Oh shit, I thought he was getting a gun because I'm a racist piece of shit. No, fuck off.
You're
just don't shoot.
Just don't shoot. If you don't believe all coppers are bastards, but
it's true. It's true.
But we won't go into that.
Oh, we're not going to. Okay, we'll go into that.
How dare I?
That's just how life works, Priv. I mean,
it is.
What have you been up to, Alyx?
I don't know.
Trying not to cringe out of existence.
Yeah, I've been doing some music. I've
nice.
fucked my hair up beyond repair, so that was a good fun evening.
Whoa, what'd you do?
I cut it and I've dyed it half pink and half blue.
So it came out like luminous green or some shit, didn't
No,
it?
it works. It's just like, I mean, I've been dyeing my hair for like a year now, like bleaching it and dyeing it every sort of month, and it's actually fucked.
Wow, it's just straw.
Yeah, pretty much. But you know,
you brush it and it just disintegrates and turns to dust. You're like,
pretty much.
Oh,
but I'm trying to grow it.
So I'm so good, Tony.
Yeah, no, it's bad. My mum, when she saw it, she went, interesting.
I think your mum's probably got past any sort of actual shock these days.
Yeah, my mum actually just like, she used to really care. Like when I first got tattooed and pierced and dyed my hair and stuff, she was like, why? It's so bad. And now she's like, right, okay, cool. What do you want me to say?
Another thing to be disappointed about. Here we fucking go.
No, okay, good.
Oh, my mum's disappointed in me, don't get me wrong, but just not for that.
It's everything but that. That's fine, actually. She's actually surprisingly okay with that.
What about yourself, Troll? Obviously, you've been changing nappies and stuff.
I have, yes.
Still keeping
babies.
some semblance of a home life and
Yeah,
a streaming life.
I'm trying. I streamed a bit on Thursday. That was nice. I'm gonna try and do Smash tomorrow. But yeah, it's fucking lit being a dad, man. I'd recommend it if you think you'd enjoy it. If not, that's cool. Live your life, be you. But yeah, it's lit. He's Yeah, you ever heard that saying the sum of two parts is greater than the equal or some shit like that? Than the whole. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I don't know how the fuck he's so beautiful. Like, I look at me and I look at Mrs. Tro and I go, what the fuck? Like, I'm not. He's more handsome than me, and he's like 7 days old. What the fuck? How did we do this? Like, what? What the actual fuck? And then you change his nappy, you take his nappy off, and it pisses all over his face, and you go, well, that ruins it. That ruins it a little bit. But yeah, it's lit. And the only thing that I feel bad about is at night time. So obviously babies crying, they eat. I fucked him, he's a grubber. Like, he eats so much. It's crazy. But at night time when he cries, he doesn't wake me up. So Mrs. Stroll has the lucky relegation of doing pretty much all the nighttime shit. She was telling me this morning, she was like, I woke you up at 3:30. I shook you, like, can you feed him? And apparently, I don't remember this. This was a don't know, a stopper in my sleep. You went, nah, just give me half an hour. I was like, oh, I'm sorry. Fuck. Whoops. I have said to just wake me up and I'll do it, but apparently I won't. So that's
I used to tell Mrs. Privilege to fuck off in my sleep. Apparently, she'd like try and shake me because I was snoring, and I just went, fuck off.
Yangi woke me up because I was asleep at the wrong end of the bed because we were watching a film. And I literally went to him, I was like, you're really lucky. And he was like, why? And I was like, because I haven't fucking murdered you, you prick.
That's fair. Yeah.
Yeah, but you weren't sleep. Don't act like you were sleeping when you said that, Alex. I've heard the way you talk to that poor young lady.
Yeah, but like, it's joking when I'm awake.
No, she actually he shook her and she sat up and went, give me a second to compose. So I thought she got a notepad out and she wrote it down and she's like, no, scoring stuff out and rethinking it, and then she's like, you're really fucking lucky I haven't killed you. Cunt, I hate you. It's like, oh, alright. And he's,
to be fair, that's better than that laddie deserves. Nah, kid, love you, Yagi.
Sometimes.
It's in the other room because he's kicked me out of the bedroom so he could play Xbox. So I mean, we don't like him.
What's he playing though?
Yeah, fuck him.
Something to do with Minecraft that's not Minecraft, but
Terraria?
it looks like it. But it's
Minecraft
not Terraria.
Dungeons.
No, it's not Terraria. It's the new
Minecraft Dungeons.
Minecraft Dungeons.
Yeah.
That's
nice.
the one. Yeah, he's literally been playing that all day, every day for the last, I don't even know how long.
What a fucking nerd.
Is it good though?
Yeah.
I can't like, do you know what I mean? Like, why doesn't he play a real man's game like Fallout 76 all week like I've done?
Do you know what?
Unless it glitches out and just chucks me at the server.
Make sure to
twice like it
fucking
done yesterday.
off yourself, man.
Then I added Bethesda support with a fuck ton of salt, and then they actually messaged me back today all kindly. And that.
Hopefully they should give you some free atoms or shit though. That'd be good. Because it costs them nothing for digital fucking currency.
Lord Todd, mate, they give us free fucking profile pics for when you're on the map. Free icons. That's what you get free. Fucking absolute shingus, right? Anyway, sorry, let's not turn that into the privileged 76.
Yeah, no, 76. I try not to play it too much because I get really bored of games really fucking quickly, and I don't want to ruin it for when I'm streaming it. So I'm like, I basically exclusively play it those 2 hours on Thursday and just run about, and it's fun. I enjoy it because I think it's a very social game. I find very social, and I'm like, let's do this, let's fucking dance, boys. Woo!
As someone that doesn't do a lot of gaming, like I never understand where you're meant to go or what you're meant to do because it's not fucking obvious. And Ryan's like, how do you not know?
Well, that's an interesting one because like there's a YouTuber I really like his stuff. What he does is he'll have his girlfriend who doesn't game sit and just play some of the more classic games. But he then bases on her playthrough. He will sit and do a review where he's like, here's where the development could actually benefit from being a bit more inclusive, because it actually, like, just really basic stuff. Like, she sat down and like she's moving with WASD, but doesn't know that she could turn her head with a mouse. And of course, he's not going to sit here and tell her. He's sitting there waiting to see how long it takes for her to find out, or if the game teaches you that. But we take it for granted that everybody knows how to fucking move the mouse
That's
move
actually a really good shit. My mum saw the adverts for Assassin's Creed, and she was like, "That looks cool as, I want that." So I let her play it. I had an Xbox 360 and I let her play it, and all she did was just run up the one wall. That was it. She couldn't figure out turning or moving, and she literally just. So this is really cool, and I was like, "Mum, you're in the tutorial, and you're just running up that one wall and jumping back off it and running back up it." And she's like, "I know, but it's really cool." I was like, "All right then, fair enough. Good for you."
Thing is, like, Yankee's trying to get me into like gaming and stuff, and I like things like fucking Injustice 2 and Battle Block Theatre and stuff because they're really fucking obvious.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, move one way, move the other, A is jump, sorted. Like, I could do that. But anything that's, like, more complicated, I started, like, what was that? I think I started Fallout.
Yeah, I think...
one of them. And I was
very
like,
open games that kind of, you can choose your own story. I think I struggle with them because I need direction. Like, Oblivion, take Oblivion, for example. I love that game. I have all the achievements except from 2. And the one for the DLC Shiver Now and one for the main story. And the only achievement I don't have is completing the main quest line. That's it. I never saved the kingdom. I never did it just because there was so much else to do. And it's like, there's too much. I hate it. It stresses me out when there's too much to do in a game. And I get in my head quite a lot that there's games that I play and I'm like, oh, this is fun. And I'll play it and I'll be like, am I doing this the most efficient way I could? Like there's a game I've recently downloaded called Graveyard Keeper. It's fucking fun. It's good. You basically you die and then you sort of die and you wake up in this world where you've just been tasked as the graveyard keeper, and you basically maintain the graveyard and you need to make it look nice, and you can make money off carving the bodies up and selling the meat on, and you can take the body parts out and make different shit. And I'm playing it, I'm going, I might not be doing this the most effective way though, and it stresses me out and puts me off playing it. And it's like, I wish it was just simpler, but I'm just that's my issue because I'm a fucking head case.
Yeah. And I definitely, basically, what you're saying is you're playing an Animal Crossing for fucking.
It's lit, man.
golfs.
It's so fucking good.
But yeah, Alex, I would certainly not recommend Fallout for new gamers, or gamers that are only just taken to the open world format. Specifically, the Fallout games and these Bethesda games kind of do what can only be described as like like you learn by trial and error. It will not always give you a straight up fucking tutorial. It will quite literally let you walk into a fucking area, get obliterated, so that you then find out, oh shit, maybe I shouldn't have done that. But it leaves that up to you to discover, which can be very cool and immersive, but also very fucking frustrating when you just want to learn something basic, like how to put something together, how to fucking A and B. But we're all about learning. We're all about transitioning from non-gamer to gamer.
Oh.
Okay.
Am I doing it right? Are we going to go for it? Are we going to
getting real sick of these segues, Priv. Yeah. So a lot of our listeners might not know, but Alyx is, and I'm not gonna. There it is. I'm not going to say anything just because I'll fuck it.
You know what? Genderqueer, you're unidentified.
I'm sorry, yeah.
She's
I'm
a ghost.
LGBTQ.
But yeah, Alyx is part of the trans community, and as a privileged white male, I don't understand it. So I'd quite like to hear it from someone in that community, what it means, and kind of how you can explain.
Well, first off, is it trans community or is it part of the non-binary community?
So, right, okay. I'm going to try and not make this too serious, but it might come out like I'm an asshole,
okay.
so I'm sorry.
Complete serious. You better be the fucking authority on this matter. Everything you say in this podcast of us spraffing shit better be held as fucking gospel and sense.
Otherwise, I'm a racist. I mean,
basically that's it. Like, your career's on the
line. So basically, like the word trans is like an umbrella for people that are transitioning from male to female and female to male, and people that are in the middle of the gender spectrum, such as myself.
Okay.
So
I'm lost now. You two. I'm sorry.
What's a spectrum?
People. Oh my god, sorry.
So that like the idea of like with me being genderqueer is that there's a spectrum between like male and female in which you can be sort of both or neither, and just sort of as like exist as a person, like regardless of what's between your legs.
That's fair.
Kind of thing.
No, but genitals have you got? Because that means you're a guy or you're a woman.
Do you know what? If you care about what my genitals are, then you're a fucking
Yeah.
pervert. And that's the way it is.
That is the right answer.
As I've said before, like, this is more to do with kind of homophobia, but men worrying about what other men are doing with their penis is the gayest thing ever. And if you're a straight man who's like, oh, being gay is wrong, it's like, mate, the likelihood is that all gay men
Why'd you
don't want to have
care?
sex with you because you're probably a fat, bald, racist prick.
Being
Yeah.
gay is wrong, then proceeds to go and masturbate
Yeah.
furiously to lesbian porn.
Oh,
Like,
the
sure.
amount of like straight men that have been like to me, you know, you like women. Would you want to do that in front of me? No, no, I
Pass,
don't.
pass on that. Pass.
That's such a weird thing to say. Go and do that in front of me.
The other day, I had a message from a randomer on, I think it was Instagram, literally just saying, "You look like you like
What the
anal."
fuck?
Like, fucking
To be
what?
fair, actually, you've got
You
that
do.
fucking
Oh,
look in your
yeah,
eye
I mean,
sometimes.
To be fair, I do
that-
see like a gallon of lube in every single photo I've ever seen of you, so that's probably what it is. It's all the lube.
Oh, that's true. Shit.
Yeah,
I should
just
probably
put a tablecloth over it or something, it'll be fine.
See, this is the shit I find really funny, is because like you get this backlash against sort of social justice or feminism, where guys are like, women don't get it hard. Women do. It's like, when the fuck was the last time you got DM'd and told you like
Yeah.
you like anal as a guy? You would spurg the fuck out. You'd be looking for that
Yeah, you'd be like,
motherfucker.
fuck, I'm not gay.
And after you let him shag you, you'd kick fuck at him. Don't even lie. You know.
I would say I get at least one like dick pic from a random
Really?
every day.
That's
is
fucking
ridiculous.
traumatizing. Bruh, that is
Why?
traumatizing.
But
These
now
are my
what's
dick
quite
pics.
funny is like, so I mean, I've got quite a young
Oh,
face.
man.
So I kind of just go like, by the way, I'm 14, this is important to the police, blah, blah, blah.
That's
Absolutely scare
clever.
the shit
That's
out of
very
them.
fucking clever.
Because it's believable, I've got quite a young
Chris
face.
Hansen
So.
PNG that you should just send them. It's like I'm just looking around the
Chris
corner.
Hansen?
Like, I just want you to hit them with that.
Hi, Chris Hansen. Let's have a seat.
Ryan thinks it's hilarious. Quite often I just give them to him and I'm like, just fucking mess with them, please. He thinks it's so
Fucking hell.
funny.
Like literally just draw a fucking diagram, like one of the meme diagrams all around the dick, and like point out everything that's wrong with it.
Aye.
And it means they're actually a fucking.
To be
a
fair
beta
though,
and a cuck,
that's
not a
see
Chad.
the kind of people that send unsolicited dick pics. They're probably the ones that love dick rating. So I wouldn't. They'll probably be like, "Oh yes, mistress, spin my mouth," and you're like, "Nah, fuck right off, you cretin."
That's fucking odd.
I do get
but-
sugar daddies.
I mean,
contact me a lot
I'd
as
take
well.
advantage of
That's
that.
the thing.
I'd be like, "Yes, send me fucking money. I'm not
mean-
sending you anything. You can be my pay pig, bitch," and then just take the money.
I actually know a Mormon girl, right? And she sells feet pics for money, and she's Mormon.
I mean, feet aren't inherently sexual. You can't take photos of your feet and it's not.
Yeah,
All right,
yourself.
Priv.
I mean,
What? Sorry, no, what? I was talking to the
Sure.
cats, honestly.
Yeah, so back to the topic of
That is so no, so, hold on. You don't get to skate across Mormon feet pics, girl. That is fucking. That's one of the coolest things I've ever heard.
you know, genuinely, she's a Mormon, but she sells feet pics for money.
Well, how does she do the pictures to like one of those old fucking gunpowder fucking cameras or some shit? Like old
Fucking no.
technology.
I
like,
think
proper,
you're
like,
thinking
fuck,
of not Mormons, Amish. That's it, Amish,
Amish,
with
yeah.
the curls.
So was
All right,
everyone
fuck.
else.
Mormons are the ones that believe
No
in the
need to
spaceship,
fucking point at it.
the aliens.
One time we were walking up the street in Edinburgh, I think it was, and there was someone like trying to sell better electricity or something, and Ryan goes, "No, I'm Mormon," and then he walks up the street and he goes, "No," he turns around and he goes, "Fuck, I meant Amish, I meant Amish."
Classic Yang.
It's in fact they had to correct himself. Like me, I just let it slide, and then like the moral
That's-
cringe hard as fuck.
That's a proper Yangism as well, though, isn't it? Mormon. Fuck, I'm
That's so
Amish. You're like,
funny.
nah, you fucked it, mate. Fucked it.
Excuse me, the proper terminology is
sorry.
Yangtism. It's an actual
Yangism, yeah.
Oh. Yeah. So your pronouns, as I understand it, are they and them. Yes.
Yeah,
Do
yeah, they are.
So how did you pick that?
What do you mean?
Like you obviously like did you make a conscious decision or did you look it up like right oh so okay I'm genderqueer therefore that's what my pronouns are or did you get like a book through them to pick from
Yeah,
like
no, when you're born as a gender, you have to go
A
through like
catalogue.
a test. And then at the end, if you pass, then you get given your pronouns.
you like save up your Frosties tokens and that
Yeah.
and send away you get an
It's like
official
when you were
day
young and you
care
used to get
badge.
through the Argos catalogue and you'd circle what you wanted for Christmas. You're just flipping through the pronouns like, I like this.
Yeah, but
I like
instead
this.
it's with
I like
genders.
this. Yeah. You seem pretty chill, and I don't think I've misgendered you yet. I probably have and haven't realised it. But do you get?
Yeah, you have a couple of times, my
Yeah,
dude,
fuck
but
that.
it's all
Fuck
good.
Apologies in
Fucking burn
advance.
them with
I-
the steak, Alex. Hold
Yeah.
them responsible.
Sorry,
That's
well,
shocking.
Yagi misgendered you last week, so get up you.
Yeah, but because
That's
guys,
fair.
you
Yeah.
can't.
That's a good point.
I'll let you
Oh.
off because you're not, so it's fine.
You know, we're just not close enough for you to realise I'm a cunt. I'm a bit. Yeah, so when people misgender you, do you... I can't... You're not a social justice warrior, which I fucking love. It's like my favourite thing about you is you're part of this community that are very... And you're kind of like, yeah, no, fuck that. I think you're quite understanding that people don't get it and you don't get butthurt when people like... Oh, I was speaking to her and you're like, oh, well, it's they, but okay. Which, have you ever had an explosive reaction? Like, fuck you, it's them. I've told you 18 times, cunt.
Yeah. So I'm not gonna name names. So, but someone that we know, they've only ever known me as Alyx and as they them, and they continue to call me by my dead name and call me she. And every time I was going like it's they and it's Alyx, but it's it's fine. Like I get it, it's difficult. I understand. And then one time we were on a train and they called me she, and I literally just went, oh my fucking god, if you call me she again, I'm gonna kick you in the head. And this is like a 25-ish year old man, and he's now terrified of me and thinks I'm a psychopath.
Fuck it, if it works.
Yeah. I mean, I feel bad about it, but at the end of the day, I tried, and then I was just like, no, I can't do this anymore.
But that's the difference, though, Alex, is that you don't like. I know, like even the way that just came off there, like it might sound like you're like, oh yeah, but no,
you
you're
tried.
not like that. I was aware of your pronouns before I actually fucking spoke to you properly, and then was genuinely fucking up left and right, saying fucking she mistake, and you were completely fucking kosher. And the fact that I was like, oh fuck, sorry, oh fuck, sorry, and it wasn't on purpose, and you could tell I was struggling, and eventually fucking getting the better of it now. We're like literally, just say Alex. If you're confused, just say
yeah.
I don't have to go they da da do that all the time, fucking up your whole language flow. Just say Alex. It works better.
This is the thing. Like I will, I'm gonna try and be like, actually it's this, but it's fine and I get it and stuff, but I can only do that to an extent. And like this person had known me and was like a really good friend and we were talking all the time, and it was like at the point where I was
it's
like,
got to be more frustrating that way.
I'm close to you and you're showing just a blatant disrespect. Fuck you, cunt.
And it was the fact that he never apologized.
I hate that.
Either.
I've got
and it was just
I've got some friends that never apologise and like, you fucking cunt, you fucked up, you fucked up, and you're just gonna play it off like nothing's happened. It's like, just apologise. It's very frustrating. It's like, I'm such a manly alpha male, I'm not gonna apologise. It's like, no, how about you just don't? There's an idea.
So like,
no, you're not a manly alpha male. You're
just being a gigantic cunt. Let's not.
How so like in relation to that sort of stuff, how are you? Have you faced a lot of like, oh, it's just a phase. Oh, it's it's the thing now. It's the trend. This is what the folk are into. It's a phase. They'll get over it.
Yeah, I mean,
have you faced any of that or heard a lot of that? Or...
I mean, so my sort of like transgender story, I feel like, I grew up thinking I was a boy, so I didn't understand the fact that actually like I was born a female. I was just like, I'm a boy. That's the way it is. And it wasn't until like I was older and I actually like kind of like learn biology and shit that I was like, oh fuck,
like, oh
wow,
maybe I'm not.
Right?
That's crazy.
Shit. genuinely. So I remember like when I was sort of 7 or 8 or something, and my next door neighbor, her dog had puppies, and I said, "Oh, how do you know if they're like boys or girls?" And she said, "Well, how do you know that you and Ollie are different? Ollie's my little brother." And I said, "Well, I've got long hair and he's got short hair." that was the only kind of way I could comprehend it, and it wasn't until like I kind of and like science classes and shit, and they were like, "Oh, boys have this part and girls have this part," and I was like, "Fuck, I don't have boy parts. What?"
That's insane, bro. So it genuinely wasn't I've been sat around in fucking gender studies classes so long, and today I've just decided I am going to identify as this because
Yeah.
therefore I stand out, and that's rebellious of me. It wasn't actually that. It was something that you genuinely had to learn, and fucking, arguably something like that would shape your mentality towards your gender and towards gender in general.
Yeah,
And
so
sex.
like when I was sort of like 12, 13, it was like, "Oh fuck, I've got to be a girl." And so I like tried really hard to be a girl, and I grew my hair and I wore girl clothes and stuff, and then I was like, I fucking hate this.
It's
I actually had a boyfriend that literally went to me who was like, if I saw you in 20 years, I wouldn't be surprised if you had a dick. And I was like, yeah, fair enough.
That must be quite. That sounds weird, but it's a nice thing to say. Actually, like, yeah, you can see it. You know me intimately. You know me as a person. We know each other really well, and you can see it as well. So it's not as though you're just like, "Oh, I'm trying to be a boy." It's like, no, this is my nature. This is literally who I've grown up feeling like I am, and this is who I am. Why? Yeah.
Well, see, now I've obviously like I've realised I'm not a boy, but I've realised I'm also not a girl either. So it's just I'm just a person. I like to exist as a person.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like what I like the most is like when you get these sort of discussions and arguments with folk that's this doesn't exist, that doesn't exist, there's only two genders. It's like, right, okay, we're going to sit here and pretend you have never in your life met a genuine fucking tomboy that you have looked at and thought, Jesus fucking Christ, that poor lassie has been born in the wrong gender. Maybe they're quite happy, content in their body and their gender, what have you. But to sit and say you've never seen that in your life, we have all had female PE teachers that we've looked at and went, hold on a minute here. You used to slide tackle half the fucking football field.
Yeah.
And probably fingered a bunch of the guys and all. You're fucking alpha male as fuck. That bird could literally fucking straight up cage wrestle any one of us motherfuckers. But there's a difference even in there between a tomboy and say like a fucking sporty female,
Yeah.
So it'd be so ignorant and kind of passive to try and act like, oh, this shit doesn't exist. You haven't seen it. There isn't a difference. As to argue like you don't see effeminate males.
I'm an incredibly effeminate male.
Come on, man.
Incredibly. I get misgendered as a male. I've been misgendered. I used to work in a.
Did somebody say you were like an 18-year-old woman or something?
Yeah,
in the chat
people would
like, who the fuck's Grans in the chat?
That happens all the fucking time, man. I've got quite a. Do you know what it is? Men aren't cheery, and I'm a very chirpy person. So like, I answer phone calls for a living, and that's literally what I do. And I'm like, "Hi there, get through to it," and it's like over the top chirpy. So the amount of times you get pensioners on the phone going, "Thanks very much, hen," and I'm just like, "You're very welcome." Like, what was your name again? Like, Robert. Roberta? No, it's Robert. I'm male. I am. I have a wee between my legs, and I have sired a son. That's me. But yeah, do you know, I'm just used to it. It happened to me, and I used to work in for a large retailer who had coffee shops, and I worked in the coffee shop. And literally, I was sporting fucking facial hair. Like, I literally had like 3 days growth stubble. And this one was like, "Cheers, hen." I'm like, I was like, what the fuck? And I had there was a trainer who was out. Basically, when you work in a coffee shop, the people that provide the coffee need to make sure it's made up to their standards, so that the coffee's being sold as it should be, and it tastes how it should be, and being represented properly. And I literally had someone in who was doing a coffee audit. So I'm in there rattling coffees, making cappuccinos. It's fucking beautiful. I'm amazing at making coffees. I'm great at everything. And she went, "What?" That she was just like, "Wait, did that happen?" I was like, "Yeah, it happens all the fucking time." I was like, I don't even care anymore. It's water off a duck's back. It doesn't bother me genuinely." And she was like, "You've got a beard though." And I was like, "Yeah, it doesn't matter. People don't see you. Yeah, people don't see you."
Bro,
Yeah.
I'm guilty. I'm guilty as that shit. I remember the most horrific time ever happened to me was we were
I think I've heard this
getting into a
story.
taxi. I mean, we were in the fucking taxi, like it was dark and shit. Like we were getting in this taxi, the taxi's lights inside the car were off, even though the doors were open. And I'm fucking busy going like, oh, hang on, mate, 2 seconds. All right, come on, hurry up, fucking taxi. 1 foot in the fucking the front door. Now I jumps in the taxi, and it immediately, without even looking at the taxi driver, because I was probably somewhat intoxicated on other substances, so I wasn't
As you
able to
do.
look them dead in the eye. Just started like straight up like, "I need blur, pal, all right, mate, all right, bud, no blur, sir." And after the third one, the taxi driver turned around and was like, "Are you fucking taking the fucking piss?" I turned around, it's a full-grown woman. I was like, "Ah!" I've not even looked at you. "I will kick you to his taxi right now, son." I was like, I'm really sorry. Do you want me to get in the back? I'll get in the back. It's cool.
I think it's the right move.
I felt really bad because I wasn't paying attention or looking or listening at all. I was just like, right, mate.
Plus, taxi drivers do tend to be men. Like, it genuinely, the majority of taxi drivers that I've had have been men.
That's what a cisgendered fucking white heterosexual
I'm
male would say.
offended.
I'm just speaking from my own experiences here, guys, right? Do you know what I think really doesn't help the whole movement of kind of trans people and people who are kind of genderqueer? I see the fucking social justice warriors. That does man not, and because it's like there is nothing wrong with this movement. People have the right to feel comfortable and happy and live their lives in a way that makes them happy. But see, when you get the social justice warriors screaming and shouting and just being cunts, it's like you're actually making things so much fucking worse for everybody else. It's like you're actually
Yeah.
I think you always risk bringing out the worst
true.
in any society when you start getting up on your high horse and screaming
Yeah.
through a fucking megaphone. Definitely. But personally, that's how I see it because I'm instinctively that contrarian. When I hear someone being like that, there's something inside me always wants
Yeah.
to be like, "Aye, but."
It's not a bad thing.
However, I've got the sense to bite my tongue usually and go, "Am I just saying that just to be contrarian? Have they just rubbed me up the wrong way just purely
Yeah.
because they have an opinion? And is it really worth my time wasting getting into it with that person on a fucking opinion?" Now, where I draw the line personally is motherfuckers want to march around, stomp their feet, and fucking sing and swear and do all the rest of it. That's fine. But when it starts affecting anyone I know personally or myself personally, then we're going to start to have a fucking problem. Like, especially when you, Alex, were talking the other day there, I was like, on the level of the social justice where it's protesting too fucking much, and it is very much a case of like, what the fuck is like, who fucking wronged you to the point where you're going to act and say and do these things that in actual fact are part of the fucking problem. For instance, we were talking about a certain subject where it's all coppers are bastards, and if you don't agree with that, then you're fucking racist. To which I was like, well, look, that quite literally is triggering people. Like John Boyega the other day there came out, "I fucking hate all racists." Fucking
That's good.
perfectly
Yeah.
reasonable statement. But of course, fucking out from the woodworks come army of people. Well, actually, that's pretty. Oh, hates a strong. All these niggling little fucking things. There was no need for these motherfuckers to appear. But of course, he bites, takes the bait. He's like, fuck you, white racist. And like every fucking time he's saying something, he's digging a little deeper and bringing out more and more worms out of the dirt. They're like, yeah, what do you mean white racist? Fucking no, these people be. And it's like, bro. Let's just all fucking
Yeah. So
sit
did you
around and
just assume
fucking
my
chill.
race?
Let's
It's like,
all
oh,
have
for
a
fuck's
wee
sake.
smoky smoke, like just fucking like let's just fucking let's just
Yeah.
fucking hear each other out. Because 9 times out of 10, when you listen to someone long enough, you'll probably figure out where they're coming from, whether it's actually in their fucking words or it's actually in how they're
Yes.
saying what they're saying. You know, all right, this motherfucker's got an axe to grind. Okay, is it really worth getting hyped up and bent out of shape and arguing with them? Probably
I think
not.
a big telltale sign is, I think you're absolutely right, it's the shouting with the megaphone. That does not encourage a two-way conversation, and you can't come to some sort of agreement where it's like, actually, I understand your viewpoint, you understand mine. We aren't calling each other fucking stupid names. We aren't shouting at each other's faces and getting angry. I think 9 times out of 10, see these people that are on the marches and the social justice warriors, they're offended on someone's behalf.
Have you seen? Oh, it's a comedian, and he's got a disabled sister who died, and he goes, "Well, who are you offended? Who are you offended for? Who are you offended? Like, who are you?" And that's the whole thing, isn't it? It's like, are you offended because you're offended, or are you offended because people?
Yeah, are you offended because it's a personality trait?
Yeah.
It's like,
yeah.
That's where I take it. That's where I take it. Like the literal doth
Yep.
protest too much. There's an insecurity there, and at the same time, we're sitting at SJW. The fucking same thing can be said about the anti-SJW mob. Because for the longest time, oh yeah, that shit's funny. Or they're fighting back. Oh, they're pointing out the hypocrisies and the dumbassery. Right now, it's been a couple of years. You guys are still making hardcore videos. Picking the Jesus fuck. Have y'all got a fetish for folk that are SJW? Like, chill the fuck. Like, you know, they end up doing the exact same things they're accusing the other motherfuckers of. You know, cherry picking like fuck and fucking arguing for the sake of arguing and bullying, and it's just, you know, it's just a big fucking rabble. It's too hard to be either side of the pendulum. Ironically, you probably want to be somewhere more in the middle, like, you know, in the middle of the spectrum. Haha.
but that's cisgendered though, Priv. That's not okay.
Yeah.
How dare you?
Is it?
I can't believe you just
It's
said that
cis
for
in the
a moment.
middle.
I'm offended.
Is cis in the middle? I thought cis
No,
was
no,
one of the-
cis is if you're were born a man and identify as a man, or born
A
a woman and
goddamn
identify as a
normie.
woman.
But if they're either ends of the spectrum,
Yeah.
that would be the far left or the far right, the
Yeah.
far Y or the far
So we
X,
should
far
all
X
be
chromosome,
Alyx.
yeah?
Yeah.
So who's in
Yeah,
the
everyone
middle?
should just be
Easy.
me. This is the thing. I was saying this the other day.
Yeah, it's
There
because
shouldn't
queer's
be
in the middle.
there shouldn't be gender or sexuality. There should be sexuality, and that's it.
There should be what? Say that again?
So I was saying the other day, I can't remember why I said it, but it was funny at the time. I said there shouldn't be gender, and there shouldn't be sexuality. There should just be Alyxuality.
Alexiality. I like it. What, we
Okay,
start
fuck
a
it,
cult
let's do
here
it,
now,
let's-
are
Yeah,
we?
yeah.
A gender cult.
I like it. It's
Yeah.
Requirements are you must you must look like anal sex.
and send feedback. And be a moment. Yeah.
You must be an unidentified.
Yeah, I think it's. Do you know what it is? It just needs to be taught. Like a lot of the time, see this fucking hatred and racism and bullshit. It's taught by who you associate with. We just need to teach more fucking tolerance. Oh, you're different from me. All right, cool.
Well, I
Who
mean-
gives a fuck? You're sound.
Me and Priv had this conversation yesterday where I said, so I was in a Catholic private school with like a bunch of basically Tories, and I had to unlearn like everything I'd ever
Really?
been taught about like, yeah, about like, you know, racism and homophobia and transphobia and all that kind of stuff. Like I had to completely like rejig my brain to be like, actually, this is all
Yeah.
okay.
Gays against God.
Yeah.
It's true.
Told.
Well, it's
Didn't you know
actually
this?
it's not. I'm pretty sure it doesn't say anywhere in the fucking Bible, but yeah, never mind.
Actually, do you know what it does say in the Bible, which the Catholic Church wouldn't say about? The man shall not lie with man thing is actually man shall not lie with boy, but you know the Catholic priests don't really know about
Do you know
that one.
that's one thing that actually really fucks me up. I'm actually quite anti-religion. I mean, I get it. I completely agree. See if it's helped people get through things and they've got faith, that's fucking brilliant. It's amazing community wise. But see the people that are holier than thou and they just cherry pick the bits. So like, oh, you shouldn't be gay because the Bible says it. You shouldn't wear dyed fur. You fucking retard. Get your goddamn jackets. Yep, you shouldn't
cut
keep
your
any of that
hair.
shit. If you're gonna be a hypocrite, like just fuck you. You fucking idiot.
Are you enjoying that pork
Yep.
sausage that you're
Like,
eating? Like,
fuck you. Like, what the fuck?
Right, I'm gonna have to. I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to stop us here, guys. I didn't realise I was on a podcast with a couple of fucking godless heathens. How dare both of you get your arses to church right now? I want 20 Hail Marys and I want fucking rosemary beans
Prev's
and all
gonna
the
be
rest
at-
of that shit.
I spent most of my life doing that at a church, mate. You know, it's not really
Doesn't
helped
work.
anything, has it?
Yeah, no, Prev's going to be around with a cat of nine tails and a water gun filled with holy water. Be like, I'm baptising you.
Sounds like my Friday night.
Heathen. But yeah, I'm all for religion when it's not used as a weapon. if it brings community together, it makes you all happy. It's
Yeah,
great because I went
agree.
to Sunday school and shit growing up, and it was nice. Like the sense of community was amazing. I got a free trumpet. It was brilliant. But it's when people use it as a weapon and wars and shit are started over it. It's like, listen, just be sound. Just be fucking sound.
One of my
We have
girlfriends
a
I met
lot
at
of fucking-
a church youth group, which is quite funny, quite ironic.
You just fucking poaching, weren't you? You were
Actually,
like,
was yeah. I
hold
was
on
just
a
in
minute.
there with my big, my big gayness, just like trying to fucking groom people because that's
I mean,
what gays do
queering it
apparently.
up, just queering up all the
I
fucking
mean,
church.
grooming in the church is
Yeah.
normal, so I'm pretty sure they didn't have an issue with the grooming. It's the gayness that was
Yeah,
the
they'd
issue.
be fine with that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's totally fucked up though.
Well, on that note, before we get along the lines of on the Ethan, Karen, Klein, and start calling all
In fact, do you
religions
want to have a quick chat
funny
about
names.
the Karen Klein and
Oh, listen, we've talked
Okay.
enough about it in the past few episodes, but needless to say, regardless of the like to dislike ratio, Karen Klein has taken a fucking huge L because they went after sponsors. And if you haven't seen it, go look it up. Go look up the Go Canru video that not only came uploaded but then was struck after it had even been struck before because Karen Klein had had some conversations with Susan Wojcicki of YouTube and had it pulled, allegedly, but probably. That has now been re-uploaded on other people's channels such as The Quarter In. Go give that a wee fucking butchers if you want to know where we're coming from. I ain't gonna sit here and defend fucking Keemstar for Christ's sake, but I certainly about to let fucking two wrongs make a right and Ethan Klein's fucking
Yeah.
hypocrisy. You know, that motherfucker is so snaky, it's not even real. I ain't buying it. I don't like it. I don't like him. I don't like his podcast. I don't like his style. I don't like his shit. And if you want to know why, go watch a Go Canru video.
You have to admit
Simple as
though,
that.
Vape Nation
I
was
can't
golden.
spell it, but look, he's had his fucking moments by all means. But over the year, like the second he done the podcast, I think he exposed himself. You know what I mean? I'm very like, listen, I'll fucking talk shit to the cows come home, but I don't have a reputation to be in this fucking one-hit wonder kind of fucking, well, no one-hit wonder, but you know, like when I make a video,
Yeah.
I knock it out the fucking park, making my points eloquently. And,
No one could ever
rip the
accuse you
shit
of
out
that.
of things. But this motherfucker does. That's for sure. But like even with the whole Leafy fucking thing back in the day, like Leafy bullies kids. This motherfucker sat fucking slagged off kids in videos. Hypocrisy. You know? The thing is, I am self-aware of my
True.
hypocrisy, troll. And I use that as a fucking valiant weapon. Like a cat privileged by name, cat privileged by nature. I wear my privilege as a suit of fucking armour. As a fucking
White
shield
cis
and
male,
badge of
baby.
honour. You know what I mean?
Cis gang.
Don't call me, don't be
Cis gang.
That's it. That is the name of this
I
podcast.
seen the
Cis gang.
cis gang.
We got a title, boys
Oh.
and girls, and unidentified.
And on that note, I think that's a perfect opportunity to wrap it
Yeah,
up, man.
thanks
That's
as always
good.
for joining us. You can always find us on iTunes, the Apple Podcast. You can always find us on Spotify and on all sorts of other shit. Uploading Saturdays, as long as my child is not on the way. Yeah, check out Indie Scots, all that lovely shit. All our channels, you'll find them in our Twitters, which you'll find links to in the description. And if you're watching it on YouTube, it will be up on your screen as the vid is playing. But yeah, thanks as always for tuning in, guys. Hope you have a lovely remainder of the lockdown. And by God, it's fucking hot. So get yourself a tan if you enjoy that shit. Yes.
Tan responsibly. Use
Factor 50.
SPF and shit.
UVA, and
Come on.
UVB.
Yeah,
Peace.
Catch you all next week.